Ladies and gentlemen, episode 2. It's time to get into this new division, the dual team division. The international team division is front and center today. The Elmos have promised to take on a tag team in a non-title match. But what team will it be? Will they be able to be victorious in their debut match here in UHW as champions? We'll have to find out. But before that, I'm hearing we've got something going on backstage with the Boston Brawler and Mr. Indestructible.
Okay, backstage in the locker room at UHW, we see Mr. Indestructible getting, prepped for the night. Brawler enters the backstage locker room with steel chair in hand. And so Brawler approaches you, like, he looks like Brawler always looks pissed off, and he just tosses the chair to you and just tenses.
Okay.
Mr. Indestructible.
Oh man, I don't know. What is this for? What do you want me to do with this?
Just do it, man. I've been doing I did some bad stuff, and I attacked you, and that wasn't on you. That was on me and my problems with Doc Holliday. And I've come to realize, I'm working on this. I've come to realize that I have problems, and it's only fair. I attacked you. Just do it. Just make this even.
No, man, I'm good. We don't need to do that.
You're good. Man, I told you to stuff your extremely healthy face with Pepperidge Farm, and you're just okay with that?
It'll be all right.
And this seeing shit clearly. Well, I'll tell you what. These darn new guys just came into this building. These Elmo brothers. And they brought in their belts from the other division. And someone needs to put them down. And I say that tonight, me and you team up and we take it to these Elmo brothers.
Sounds good. It's okay.
All right, the two teams enter the ring for the first actual dual team match in UHW. On one side, we have Mr. Indestructible, we have the Boston Brawler, and then we have the Elmos. The current international team champion, Elmo Stonewall, is a large 6'5", broad-shouldered, heavy-muscled man in a black tank top, jeans, and a cowboy hat that he takes off when he enters the ring. Kincaid is also toned, a little bit taller, but not quite as muscular, with a trucker's cap, a cut-off flannel kind of shirt that he wears over nothing, and jeans as well. Two brawlers all the way. This is a non-title match. The two square off and start to jaw jack. The almost won, right? At that point, both teams start to trade punches. They both start to trade punches back and forth. And then all of a sudden, the experienced team of the Elmos start to get a better of the exchange.
Well,
you guys have something to mark hand? Okay, perfect.
I'll strike as well. So,
I win.
Yep.
So you're going to soak it, but it would do damage to your speed KO value.
At that point, Boston Brawler, Kincaid start to fight off into the corner while Indestructible and Stonewall standing center. It was Stonewall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just standing center. Just go. The big man just brawling. Big man meat slapping meat. At that point, Van Zant starts to just wail on the tank, but the tank is not taking any damage. Mr. Indestructible looking indestructible.
I'm going to go suplex.
Strike.
Ooh.
Roll off. I pick. I'm gonna pick. Speed.
It's an 8,
I
right?
have 4
It's a 6.
plus a 6, so 10.
I roll 6 because I minus 2 to the die.
Oh. Oh, yeah, because the tie spots.
So I win. It's gonna target your speed, but you're gonna soak it, right?
Yep.
Indestructible shoves off Zan. He staggers backwards. It just gets more enraged. Kicks Indestructible to the stomach. Wraps his head. His veins start to, like, flex out of his arms as he pulls him up and over into a vertical suplex. Struggling the whole way.
I'm gonna use a wrestling action to swap these 2 cards.
Cheating.
Cheating. Breaker.
We'll go strike.
Attack.
Mmm.
I'm gonna pick speed. Wait, hold on. Let me check this, guys. Yeah, speed. I have a 3.
You win.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
rolled an 8.
Indestructible takes the suplex, seems to just sit back up and stand up. The crowd is like surprised.
That, by the way, was not Stonewalled.
That was Kincaid.
Yeah.
At that point, Kincaid, who has kind of beaten Brawler down, turns around. Van Zant just kind of looks at Indestructible like, do you believe this guy? And then Kincaid's like, let me take a turn. Rushes in. Oh, I keep blocking the camera with my hand. Rushes in and just tries to punch him in the face. Indestructible just takes it and looks at him. Just pulling a full phenom here.
Alright, so now Brawler steps up to Kincaid.
Yep.
Strike.
We'll do a strike as well.
Did you say for signatures they have to win 2 as a team first, or
It's the same rules.
2 as a person?
2 damaging maneuvers, period.
As a team or
As a
person?
team. As a team.
Oh, okay.
Go.
I'm gonna go signature.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a submission.
Alright.
Tech beats power.
Okay, he's gonna pop his thing and take no damage.
Okay. All right.
Because he's a roughneck.
All right. So at this point, Van Zant just kind of, I'm sorry, not Van Zant. Kincaid just looks at Indestructible like, man, you are the damnedest thing. At that point, Brawler just rushes. You went strike, right?
I went submission.
Oh, you went submission.
Yeah.
How does that work if I use his power against a submission?
Would you just not take damage the first round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because he can maintain it. That's definitely a rata that somebody's going to ask about at some point. Okay, so... Man, I can't believe Brawler went submission. All right. So at this point, Brawler just rushes up behind Kincaid, even though Kincaid thought he was down, wraps his neck into a sleeper, pulls him back, and goes, "You forgot about me, baby!" Pulls him back. As he pulls him back into the choke, Indestructible just goes right at Van Zant. The 2 start brawling to keep Van Zant from breaking it up, at least right away. No damage, first round. However, you still, do you want to tap with a 0%? You automatically succeed your injury check. Now you get a break roll.
Do I have any negatives to being submitted? I don't think. Oh, so what would I have to roll for my break roll? Taking no damage to anything.
One of the ones that are at 1. Just you have to get a 2 or higher.
Okay. 5.
You're out.
All right.
Kincaid immediately pushes him back into the ropes. The ref forces the break. And that's the end of the first round, gentlemen. Now you got to figure out which cards you're discarding.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to reroll 9, 10 is the way I'm
the same direction then?
9. I lose a power of
Lost the speed card. Oh, darn.
Kincaid.
So harsh.
All right, now take your respective cards back.
Alright, now we actually have to play it for this round because I can't take a beating anymore.
Who's first? Brawler.
Yep. Alright.
Suplex.
And you're Kincaid, right?
This is Kincaid, yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the breaker.
Speed beats tech.
So you're gonna take 3 damage to your speed KO value, and I'm gonna reduce your soak for speed by 1 for the remainder of the round.
So you...
You'll still soak that first one, though, against this move.
Yeah, was it breaker that you used or was it strike?
No, it was a suplex.
Oh, I gotcha. It's neither. So, what's your
You'd take 2 damage.
speed?
Yeah, I have a speed of 3, so you take
Okay.
All right, so Kincaid, they force the break. Brawler lets go. At that point, Kincaid just spins around, wraps his waist, belly-to-belly suplex.
No, this is
Stonewall.
Stonewall. Yeah, he steps in. He's gonna go strike.
I think I'll go strikes as well.
Jesus, we just are eliminating each other's reversal.
Oh, it's me now.
Still Stonewall. Strike.
Strike as well.
Oof.
I'm gonna choose speed.
So 7.
10.
Jesus. Phil shouldn't be allowed to play this game. All right. So what did you do?
You're gonna take.
Strike?
Yeah. You're gonna take 4 damage to your speed KO value and plus 1 damage on the next move this round.
After the belly-to-belly suplex, Brawler kind of rolls to the side. Kincaid is getting his breath against the ropes. Van Zant and Mr. Indestructible are still teeing off. Just back and forth trading punches, but finally Van Zant just
Not
like...
Van Zant.
Oh, I keep calling him Van Zant. Sorry. Stonewall. Stonewall, everybody. Sorry. Stonewall and Mr. Indestructible are just trading punches back and forth, tired. Then Stonewall just hulks up real ahead, turns into a discus lariat, and actually takes the big man down to the mat. Mr. Indestructible hits. All right.
You said it's 4?
No, I was wrong. It's I think it's 5. Let me double check. No, I was right. It's 4.
So I go to a 3 and then I soak 2 of it, so I take 1.
So, next card.
I'll go with 3.
So I reduce it by 1. And then I soak 2.
Oh, I get you. This is Kincaid back in. Kincaid is going to... It's a dirty restriction.
You could get disqualified for it.
Oh, what's this match?
Okay, so scratch that.
Yeah. I'm just going breaker.
Okay.
I'm going to strike.
Speed.
So many tie spots. So many tie spots.
6.
I rolled a 6.
No, they hit at the same time.
Wait, no, because I called speed. I have a higher speed. I
Sorry.
have a speed of 3, so I rolled a 9.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
Yeah, I thought you had said 6 as your total because he had said 6. It's fine. All right. So what was your move?
It was a breaker. So you're only gonna take 2 damage to your speed.
So reduced by 1. Soak 1, so I still take 1.
Yeah, you have to take 1.
Mr. Indestructible rolls up, starts to get to his feet. This time he is a little bit slow to get to his feet. He actually took some damage, and Kincaid just rushes in right off his partner's clothesline, catching Mr. Indestructible's head before he gets fully to his feet into the DDT.
I'm gonna go for a dual team signature.
Okay. He's better than this than everybody. I did not think I was making a game that Phil would just be a natural at day one, but yeah.
Dual team signature.
Are you still undefeated, Phil?
Well, except
No.
that crappy match.
The Brawler.
I was dumb.
Alright,
He still had to fight you for fucking 30 minutes.
I'm going to go for a suplex.
Okay. It's a power.
Oh.
Power beats speed.
Oh. It's closing time.
Yeah, it's closing time. Zach, I need your help on how damage works.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a second.
Alright, so we take 1 back.
All right, so you're gonna.
I'm gonna
That's the
spend
one.
that ability.
That's the one.
I'm not trying to.
No, I was.
It's not your character, so I feel it's
No.
only fair to tell
You're
him.
game mastering it. He's helping you game master it. So technically, Brawler is your character right now. So
Yeah, Brawler.
it's totally fine. Okay, so closing time is basically what happens. Okay, so after the DDT, Indestructible kind of rolls to the ropes, really actually hurt. Brawler's starting to get to his feet. Stonewall grabs him, whips him into the ropes. He hits the ropes, rebounds towards Stonewall. Stonewall grabs him, pops him straight up into the air. Just a quick press straight up, steps out of the way as Kincaid comes in and forearms him right to the temple as he's coming down out of midair. Closing time! He hit closing time on Brawler! Brawler looks out cold!
Would he still take the full body damage or no?
No, he
Okay,
zeros
so
the
it's
zeros the move.
Okay.
At least, hold on. So, back to recording. Was that the last move of the round? Did you win all 5 of those?
Well, we
double
lost
reversal.
the reversal, but
Oh,
other than that, yes.
That is brutal. Okay. The Elmos are in complete control right now. Decide which cards are discarded.
reroll
1,
3,
2,
4?
yeah, reroll 3, 4.
You want to roll this one?
I rolled a
Roll
10.
these. Roll
Oh,
I
He
got you.
loses a power.
Who did? Kincaid?
You lost your
No,
Stonewall.
And both my reversals. And both your reversals.
Okay.
This is a good match, but nothing has happened. Well, a lot's happened.
A lot's
Nothing
happened, but here we go. We all know the Elmos still have hand.
Stonewall is going to suplex.
Strike.
You win. You won your first card.
There it is. There it is. There's the turn. There's
So
the
it's
turn.
5 damage
To
to your speed.
What did you do?
Strike.
Strike? Okay.
So I'll take. I soak 2, so I'll take 3.
They just hit the closing time. All they have to do is pin Brawler. Wham! Huge clothesline. Indestructible literally cuts Stonewall's head off. He's twisted inside out. They're not done yet.
Breaker.
Strike.
Okay.
Wow. It's coming.
You get upper hand.
Is Jay the only one with the key to fill?
Well, the last match I talked about it with Jay. I was targeting his power, which was the hardest thing to hurt.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking. This time I'm not playing bad. He's just getting me. So I'm gonna take my tech damage.
What was your move that you were doing?
A breaker.
And it was still Mr. Indestructible, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
But it was Kincaid for you, or was it still Stonewall?
Stonewall.
Stonewall. All right. So.
Oh shit. That is actually his. So that was at 4. Now it's at 5.
Does the +1 from my previous strike card reply to the reversal? Because it's to the next move. So
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, then it'd be at 6.
All right. So at this point, okay, so you clotheslined. Okay, so Kincaid tries to make a move on Indestructible. Indestructible just gives him a quick elbow to kind of stagger him into the corner, then turns back to Stonewall, the powerhouse of the Elmos, picks him up all the way up to the 6'10" shoulders, power bomb to the mat. Boom! The huge man explodes off the mat, possibly the only person in UHW who could do that to Stonewall. Just did it to Stonewall.
Alright. So we have 1, 2.
Yeah, no pressure.
No pressure.
I'm going to put one
Might as
back.
well, right?
Might as well. Oh, Brawler did a wrestling action, everybody, just so you guys know. Switched these 2 cards.
I'm gonna go strike.
I'm gonna go with a signature move.
Okay. Mine's a
Power breaker. Oh man.
You get to pick what we're rolling, what stat.
You're the same as me, right? Power's 5, Tech's 3, Speed's 2.
His power's only 4.
Alright, well I guess I'll do power.
I think. Let me double check.
This is a big one. Going for the spike.
No, I'm sorry. His power's 5.
So it would be dead even.
Okay.
What's his other stats are probably going to be the same then.
Speed 3, Tech 2.
You go tech down and get +1 now.
You could go tech.
Tech,
Roll a 5. You roll an 8. You roll.
Okay. So here's what happens. So you just power bombed Stonewall. Kincaid shakes off the elbow, charges at you. Brawler just steps out in front of you, kicks him to the stomach, turns around, wraps his head. Stunner, spike! He hits the spike! Kincaid takes it and flies backwards. He just hit the spike! Okay, so that is going to be power damage with a breaker, so that's +2. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, and then targeted tech 2, so you'll also take 2 damage to tech.
So wait, 2 damage to attack.
Mm-hmm.
7 to your power.
7 to your power.
This is a big turnaround round, pretty good.
If you had done any damage to speed, I'd tell you to pin. That's what's tricky, though. To pin, you'd be pinning Stonewall at that point. Wait a second. I thought this was Kincaid.
So
Okay, recording again.
strike from Stonewall.
Technically, we have hand. You can look at it. Bounce it to yours.
It does matter. We actually got into a reason it mattered, me and Phil did, on a different match.
You got this.
I'm going to go with a breaker.
Ooh.
You got this. Don't worry.
No, I sure don't.
And that's Stonewall, right?
Yeah. So what's your breaker do?
Target's power, KO value, next card for this round wins any break spot.
So you're taking
What's your
to your
speed value to my...
No,
your
it's
speed.
yours.
Oh, I got
Your
you.
speed to your power. So you're taking 1
Okay, so
power.
Okay. Brawler hits the spike. Mr. Indestructible is watching. You know Brawler's got to be thinking pin. He starts to move over to Kincaid for the pin when Stonewall just like rolls up to his feet, rushes in past Indestructible, wraps Brawler's waist, German suplex, quick release. Brawler hits his head and rolls away.
Breaker.
We'll do breaker as well.
Tech beats power. Wow.
So
So
what?
it's 3 to your speed.
What'd you do, a breaker, you said?
I take up your hand, but I guess
Okay. And you were doing that to Kincaid or
That was to Kincaid.
Yeah.
Kincaid? Okay. All right. A little tricky. All right. And then Stonewall stands. Indestructible turns, gives him a huge right hand. Kincaid is starting to stand to his feet. You see he's out on his feet. At that point, Indestructible just steps up behind him, wraps his waist, picks him up into a backbreaker, just drops him right onto the knee, whoosh, folds him over his knee. And then decide the discards. This match is... Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep.
Yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, pausing. Every character Phil plays is his character. All right.
We'll go with strike.
Breaker.
Oof.
Alright, so I take my power to my speed.
No, you take your power to your power. +2.
This is target
You're taking-
speed.
You did breaker, it says target power.
Oh, is it strike? Yes, it-
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's what, so I take my power to my speed, and I soak 2. So
So 1.
Your speed's 2, so you
Oh,
can
I
soak a
gotcha.
1.
Yeah.
my power to my speed.
What did you declare at the beginning of the game?
Strike.
Oh, well, then you'd take half. Yeah, you'd only take 1. If you declared strikes as your
Right.
thing you take half damage from, you'd only take 1.
Oh no, I said breaker.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
Then yeah. That's what I was asking. Was
Yeah,
like,
I got you.
because I don't remember what you called.
bet.
I got
Okay.
strike.
Got this.
I knew you had called strike. Okay, so wait a second. So you he reversed the strike, right?
Yep.
All right. Listen, Brawler got this. Oof. It's getting harder and harder to call because Indestructible's the only one standing. Indestructible kind of like falls back into the corner, kind of trying to get his breath, get some cardio back. As he does, Brawler starts to like fight to his feet. So does Kincaid. As they do, Brawler charges Kincaid, trying to keep that upper hand. Kincaid ducks it. Brawler turns around into a huge discus punch. Okay, you guys can continue.
I'm gonna you call first.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the breaker.
I have upper hand. I'm gonna choose. I think your speed's your weakest, right?
Yep.
And your speed.
8 total.
I have a 4 in speed. Wow, you beat me. I rolled a 2.
Okay. So what did you do,
Breaker.
Breaker? Okay, so Brawler staggers into the ropes, bounces off the rope, then charges back forward. Breaker. Yeah, just picks up Kincaid, Manhattan drop right on the giblets. Kincaid, to the groin. The inverted atomic drop, also for wrestling nerds.
Was that Kincaid? I don't know.
Was that that's Kincaid, right?
No.
Stonewall.
Oh, that was Stonewall that took that damage? Oh,
How
shit.
much damage is it?
Well, I gotta change the flare on that then. Okay, so
Your speed.
Kincaid hits Brawler. Brawler staggers in the ropes, charges backwards, gives Kincaid a weak elbow shot, but Kincaid kind of staggers to his knees as he does. When he does, Stonewall gets in behind Brawler, grabs him, picks him up into an atomic drop on his knee. There we go.
We'll take a break.
Why do you?
Yeah.
Tech breaker allows us to take upper hand back.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I'm gonna do what I wanna do, so. Drop the ball on that one.
You're against Stone.
Boy. Is it too late to take an action and swap over the next card?
No, it don't matter. Power, strike. So my tech against my push power. So 3 to my power, so 2, 1.
And that was Stonewall again, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Brawler staggers, holding his back. Stonewall gets up. Indestructible pushes out of the corner, charging Stonewall, but Stonewall rushes into motion first, hits the big man with a spear. Indestructible's cut in half.
You get to recover to your NKO on him.
Speed it is. Breaker.
Strike. Which I guess I should have called it first.
No, not yet. I should have called it first.
Oh, yeah, you reversed it.
Reversed, yeah. The reversal.
So your tech to your speed.
Takes only 2, so I only take 1.
What other advantage is it? I
You can take
that.
All right, that was a breaker then?
Yep.
And that was you to Kincaid.
Yep, there's an
right?
Indestructible reversing to Kincaid. Yep.
All right, so Stonewall rolls off Indestructible, absolutely gassed. All 4 men are down for quite some time as the crowd chants, "This is awesome! Bah, 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 bah. This is awesome! Bah, 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 bah." Kincaid is the first to start to get to his feet as he didn't take that weak he took that weak elbow. He grabs Indestructible, starts to pick him up. As he does, Indestructible just grabs his waist, picks him up, launches him from the 6'10 into a high back body drop. Kincaid drops, smashing to the mat.
You declare.
No.
He's thinking signature, right?
Well, you have to have 2 though beforehand, right? Or just 2 max. So I have it.
2 damaging maneuvers. Or a reversal. Reversal counts. Like, you can't use a pin, it's basically.
Yeah, I'll do a signature.
Okay, alright, signature coming.
Dual team sig.
Oh my god. Massive.
Power versus power, isn't it? What are you calling?
What's his stats?
His weakest is tech.
Go tech then.
What is your tech?
3.
So it's
Oh.
10. You won.
Which, pausing again for Flair. Okay, so wait. So Kincaid has just pause that. All right, so at this point, Indestructible's the only one standing. He roars to the crowd. He goes for the big man, grabs Stonewall, picks him up onto his shoulder in a torch rack, then just starts to spin. Airplane spin, inverted airplane spin, and then he whips him off his back into helicoptering him onto his own knee. Backbreaker, airplane spin, backbreaker. He calls it the witch's wheel. Okay.
You gotta roll for
Yeah, you got to roll for what you're discarding.
You get to roll this time.
And you got to roll twice. Yeah.
8. How was it?
9. 9. Yeah.
Do I roll 2 or just 1?
No, just 1.
There's one. He's rolling 2 because he got exhausting.
8 reroll.
It's okay.
10. That was
All
power.
right. I'm going to pause it again. All right. Ready to go.
Strike.
Breaker. Speed. And you can take the other hand.
Was that Stonewall or Kincaid?
That's King.
Kincaid. Okay. All right.
Speed with my tech. My tech is only 2, so I'll take 1 damage to speed.
All right. So Everybody's down for a while after this. This match has gone on and on and on. The crowd is losing their mind. Even Indestructible after the move, he does not have enough energy to get the pin on Van Zant. He's that exhausted. Finally, he starts to stand. Kincaid is the next person to start to stand. Kincaid charges Mr. Indestructible, but he picks him up into a massive spine buster. Boom! All right. Mr. Indestructible is still in this thing.
I gotta go for a pin.
Fuck. Okay, so you take hand back. Okay. That's it.
Okay, no damage or nothing.
No. You just take hand and you stop the pin.
I tried. Shot my shot.
There's definitely another chance to shoot the shot. There's a couple more chances.
I'm gonna try a suplex.
Alright, strike.
Whoa. Okay.
So you're taking 6 to your tech.
Its attack value. My power is
5. Plus 1 to this move because it's a suplex.
Oh, I gotcha.
To you.
And my attack is also 1.
Yep.
Indestructible falls back towards the ropes. He's pointing at Brawler to pin Kincaid. Brawler's shaking it off. He starts to walk towards Kincaid. Too late. Stonewall's there, grabs Brawler behind. Saito suplex onto Brawler's head.
Signature.
Oh. He does not anymore.
I guess I'll go with a strike.
You can't declare pin. You don't have hand though.
Right.
Dual team seed. RB at speed, so that's
A lot of damage. A lot of damage, and he cannot zero it up. It's
It was
13.
11.
Yeah, it was 13.
Yeah,
It's
okay,
13
thank you.
damage because of the +2 on
and
the breaker,
then 1 to everything.
and then 1 to the other 2 things.
Yeah, because he takes 11
Who's it? What's it to?
power,
It's
right?
to power.
Yeah, because you take 11. 'cause you
Yeah, so
soak 2
it's
of it.
just maxed. Yeah, it's just maxed. Brawler rolls through. Van Zant picks him up, pushes him into the ropes, hoists him up into the air, and somehow Kincaid kicks up, turns, forearms into the head. Closing time out of nowhere. Second closing time on Brawler.
It's bad.
Can they
It's
pin
real
him?
bad.
Oh,
Can they pin him?
Pin.
You
Oh,
don't have
it's
a
pin.
result. You don't own
You
one.
can attempt to break though.
I can?
Yeah, it's
How's that work out?
win safe. I'm gonna pause it. Okay, he pins. This is maxed. 1. So you need a 9 or 10.
You got this, man. I know.
2. Now he can attempt the win save with his lowest KO value.
4 back. Go 5.
Okay, breaks it up. So 1, 2, Van Zant falls on him and breaks it up. Just in the nick. Indestructible falls on him and breaks it up. Just in the nick of time. All right, that's another round down. All right, will this be the last round? Here we go. Elmo's have the hand.
What was that?
Last minute substitution.
Nick. It's a little cheaty.
No one's seen anything. I had 1-2 chosen.
Oh shit.
Get so serious. It's the one thing with other games. You're just like, it's whatever. NPCs die, whatever. In this, it's like, oh my god, take that card back. It's cheating.
You moved your things all over the place. Checked it all up over there.
Get the little cardboard wheels.
Speaking of cheating. All right, here we go.
Breaker.
Suplex.
Tech beats power.
It's your speed, but it's only
That's Stonewall doing the breaker, right?
no.
That's Kincaid doing the breaker?
Stonewall's bordered.
Okay.
It's only 2. Sorry,
So
1.
All right. So it was Stonewall that pinned in the last round, right? Or was it Kincaid? I'm gonna assume it was Kincaid. If I'm wrong, guys, I'm wrong. Mr. Indestructible drops on Kincaid to break up the pin, grabs him, pulls him to his feet. As he pulls him to his feet, what's Kincaid gonna do? Oh, we'll do what we did earlier. As he pulls him to his feet, Kincaid grabs his waist, pulls him up into the Manhattan drop onto the giblets. Mr. Indestructible. Oh! Whoa! Sorry, this match is long. I'm running out of moves. You guys are having a fucking war.
Strike.
This is Kincaid again. Strike.
Reversal.
So it's 2 to my tech, so 1. And then it's -1 damage for the rest of the round. I'm assuming you're putting on against my power.
Kincaid then rears back, turns into a turning forearm shiver to Indestructible's face. He's staggered just from sheer exhaustion alone.
When can we use a rough second to flip cards?
When you have upper hand.
Only when you have a
Yep.
I
Suplex.
tried to save you. Strike.
Oh no. 2 reversals.
You guys don't have any left.
No, it don't matter.
All right.
Don't lose. It's gonna be a
Pin.
Okay.
you don't have a reversal.
Yeah, reversal. He's pinning you. All right. So your power's maxed out, right?
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay. So he Kincaid hits Indestructible. He falls between the ropes to the apron. He turns. He falls onto Brawler, who's still knocked out from that second double team signature. 1.
Kicked out of it.
Yes, he rolled a 10. 1. Brawler kicks out. Kincaid, the look on Kincaid's face. He doesn't believe it, ladies and gentlemen.
We're in trouble.
I don't know if you are. Not probably not this round.
We're still in trouble.
I'm just gonna go breaker.
Strike.
I will choose speed, obviously.
Ooh.
Roll 10. You got it.
No.
What's your strike do?
So it's 3 damage to your power. And I get to recover 1.
Soak 1. So
Wait, that's
him.
yeah.
So I'll take 2.
And that was a strike, right?
Oh no, I'll only take
Yeah, it was a
1 because oh no, that's
Yeah, it's the other guy. That's the other guy. So it was a strike. And that's Stonewall, right?
Yes.
So Kincaid's just laying there, like, cannot believe that Brawler just kicked out. Stonewall starts to pick himself up. As he does, Indestructible rushes back into the ring, clotheslining him back down to the mat. That's it. Next round.
How's the play possum thing work? Do I have to pin against Stonewall, or can I go pin against Kincaid?
Here we go. The crowd is losing their minds at this point. Everybody is down. Everybody is exhausted. Who's got it left? Who wants it more? Will the champions walking in be handed their first loss in their debut match against an untested team.
Breaker. Speed, obviously.
The luck does not hold there.
9, so
Yeah, you win that one.
12. It targets your speed.
With your tech.
Yep.
And that was
Oh.
That is Kincaid.
Kincaid. And it was a breaker,
3,
right?
Let me check.
Yep.
No, 2. Sorry.
So I take one.
Indestructible steps back in the ring, but as he's stepping in the ring and putting his head under the ropes, Kincaid rushes over trying to play defense, catches his head, spins him into a swinging neck breaker, like right in and out of the ropes. Boom!
Breaker.
Suplex.
Howard.
And tech beats power. Power beats speed.
Which are
It's another 1 point to your
Is it the
speed,
same?
Yeah.
both of them? I didn't know it was the same.
Oh.
That's the other guy, so I don't know if it's probably still only
I
one.
think it's the
but
same.
Was it a breaker or a suplex?
They
Yeah,
both
breaker.
have the same tech.
Okay. It was, I'm sorry, what?
Breaker.
Breaker? Okay. All right. Indestructible takes it. Then Stonewall rushes in, grabs him, pulls him up, wraps his head, drops him into a DDT. They're just comboing on Indestructible, trying to take him down and get him to stay down.
Sig submission.
Breaker. Won that one.
Tech beats power. That was a good one to win.
So it is 3 to your speed. And we'll take upper hand.
Just in time.
Oh, man, that was right when you needed it. All right. Was that Kincaid that got hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So after Stonewall hits him, Kincaid rushes in, picks him up. They're to do something when breaker. Run out of breakers here, guys. When Indestructible picks him up, turns him sideways, and then just drops him into a rib breaker over his knee. Boom! Kincaid bounces off, holding his stomach.
Pin.
Well, you don't need a flip. You're pinning.
Either way, I have a card.
All right, so you're pinning who? Stonewall?
Yeah, it's not gonna be. We need
I mean,
one
still-
out of 'em. Yeah.
You got you got some
Need a
chances.
7 or above.
You need
8 or
first.
above, then 7 or above, then
A 1.
2 or above.
Okay.
Whoa.
8 or above.
Shit.
Kicks out the first one.
So Kincaid goes down. Stonewall goes to help, but as he does, Brawler just kind of snaps to awakeness, grabs him, and rolls him up into a schoolboy pin. But Stonewall just kicks right out. Your turn.
I assume that does not count as a win.
It counts as a win, but not a signature. For hand at the end of the round, it counts as a win.
Right.
For signature, it does not. Know what I do?
This against Stonewall.
Yeah.
Oh, in that case, I don't know what I do.
Suplex.
Strike.
What's your power?
5.
And you're 5, 2, 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll tech.
So that's my 2.
Roll tech.
Ooh.
It didn't matter.
Ooh.
Anyways, you had a higher, so you wouldn't have.
Ooh. So what'd you hit him with? A suplex?
Suplex, yep.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
gonna be 5, 6 to your tech.
On Stonewall. That's the way
6
to
to
go.
my tech.
Yeah. They needed that.
Wrong guy.
So I'll soak
1.
So Stonewall kicks out, turns around to Brawler, but as he turns around to Brawler, Indestructible steps in behind him, catches him into a huge release German suplex, flipping Stonewall all the way over so he lands on his face. Losing.
Roll it this time.
1.
All right, here we go. Minute 40. Yeah. All right. So it's pin on Stonewall. So his highest is what, a 7? Yeah. So you need.
8 and then 7
sevens.
and then 7.
Yeah.
But I do get an interruption.
Yeah.
10.
What? What?
I tried.
Immediate kick out. Immediate kick out.
Yeah.
I tried.
This is ridiculous.
You might die now.
Looks like a little
Goes for the pin on Stonewall. Stonewall kicks out. He kicks out on 1. Now it's Indestructible's turn to be absolutely shocked.
Breaker.
Breaker.
Tech piece bar. Damn it. Yeah, just so you know, he did the same thing I did to him last turn.
Yeah.
And I get a hand.
Yep, that's what are you doing to me? Your how much damage? 2 to my speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
10.
You got
Okay,
this.
wait a second. That was a tech breaker, right? I still have to somehow call this match. Okay, to you from Stonewall.
Yeah.
To him.
No,
Oh, yeah.
me.
To him from. All right, at this point, Indestructible's just so furious. He's just hands through his hair, just frustrated. He grabs Stonewall to pick him up. As he does, Stonewall just grabs him, lifts him, and just runs backwards, back first into the turnbuckle. That's all he's got energy for. Just boom, just shoulder check into the turnbuckle. Indestructible takes it, stumbles and falls. Stonewall falls down. Like that's all they had left in him. And then Kincaid pins Brawler. Okay, at the same time, Brawler's starting to get to his feet. As he does, Kincaid kind of snaps to life, jumps over him, catching his inside and his outside, rolling him into an inside cradle. 1, 2. Okay, wait. He gets a break.
That's my worst stat.
No, it's your best stat.
So 3. Make it.
Okay.
You can just only do it once.
You only do it once, so you can't do it again this round. So you so, 1, 2, no! Somehow Indestructible reaches his huge leg out, grabs Kincaid, and pulls him out of the pin. Okay, still your hand, man.
Oh, yeah.
You still know.
I think. I'm sorry, I don't know these guys.
Good.
You're fine, man.
Just me and Stonewall fighting again.
Yeah.
I had no idea this was gonna do this.
Just over here trading blows. We're about to kick Kincaid to get him
Never
off of
thought this
Brawler.
match was gonna be this long. May have to do a quick correction, because this is ridiculous.
Signature submission.
Good boy. I'm in trouble.
No, you'll be fine.
Breaker.
Speed.
I'm in danger. An 8.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Keep rolling good against.
He does.
Yep.
Oh, so what'd you do? A breaker?
Breaker.
Oh my god.
So it's 7 to your power. So it'll max his power out.
Yeah, that'll max it.
I soak what 2?
Yeah.
So take 5.
It'll put him right to 10. All right. So Indestructible starting to stand. At this point, Stonewall like kicks himself up, trying to get back into this. He charges Indestructible as he does. Indestructible catches him into a spinning power slam to the mat.
Pin.
You're on this one.
Now, here's a question. Is he at +1 because it's the same wrestler? Like, I
No.
didn't do it back-to-back,
No.
but I did do it back-to-back.
It has to be back to back. Yeah, because you're in a dual team match. It's not back to back. Yeah.
Good luck. You're on your own.
1, 2. Okay, so he's doing this to him at the same time. Kincaid just like rushes forward again, like fully wraps Brawler into a small package. Got the 1-2. That's 3. That's 3. That's it. That's it. Gets the 1-2. 3! Like, as the count of 3, Indestructible turns around like, no! That's it! The champions have won it! They have won this brutal debut match! You see the Kincaid just kind of rolls off, and then you're the game master, man. How does this thing wrap up?
Everyone's exhausted, obviously.
Yeah.
So, in the exhaustion, you know, they're disappointed they lost. And these guys, they're like pompous hillbillies. They're upset that this just newly formed team went the distance with them. They just start brawling in the middle of the ring.
Oh, okay. All right. So security has to break them up?
Yeah, and actually it seems like Brawler and, you know, it's even. They're going back and forth just in the middle of the ring. Security comes.
Oh, we haven't seen the end of this one, folks. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. What a war that was. Who's exhausted from that? Who's tired? But that's the kind of quality wrestling you have here. That's the kind you get here at UHW. But we're not done, ladies and gentlemen. Next week, you get the final semifinal round as Kim Presley takes on Shindaru one-on-one. Who will move on to take on Drew Doc Holliday for the UHW Championship? We'll have to find out. You'll have to see here at UHW.